Hi, I'm Donnie Proctor, pastor of Emmanuel Baptist Church, 1565 East Forest Avenue in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We would love to have you come and worship with us. Let's go inside.
Chapter 11. Now Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty man of valor, and he was the son of an harlot, and Gilead begat Jephthah. And Gilead's wife bare him sons, and his wife's sons grew up, and they thrust out Jephthah, and said unto him, Thou shalt not inherit in our father's house, for thou art the son of a strange woman. Then Jephthah fled from his brethren, and dwelt in the land of Tob. And there were gathered vain men to Jephthah, and went out with him. And it came to pass in process of time that the children of Ammon made war against Israel. And it was so that when the children of Ammon made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to fetch Jephthah out of the land of Tob. And they said unto Jephthah, Come, and be our captain, that we may fight with the children of Ammon. And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, Did not ye hate me, and expel me out of my father's house? And why are ye come unto me now, when ye are in distress? And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, Therefore we turn again to thee now, that thou mayest go with us, and fight against the children of Ammon, and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, If ye bring me home again to fight against the children of Ammon, and the Lord deliver them before me, shall I be your head? And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, The Lord be witness between us, if we do not so according to thy words. Then Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and captain over them. And Jephthah uttered all his words before the Lord in Mizpah. And Jephthah sent messengers unto the king of the children of Ammon, saying, What hast thou to do with me, that thou art come against me to fight in my land? And the king of the children of Ammon answered unto the messengers of Jephthah, Because Israel took away my land, when they came up out of Egypt, from Arnon even unto Jabbok, and unto Jordan. Now therefore restore those lands again peaceably. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he passed over Gilead and Manasseh, and passed over Mizpah of Gilead, and from Mizpah of Gilead he passed over unto the children of Ammon. And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord, and said, If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands, then it shall be, that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. So Jephthah passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and the Lord delivered them into his hands. And he smote them from Aroer, even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards, with a very great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel. And Jephthah came to Mizpah unto his house, and behold, his daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dances, and she was his only child. Beside her he had neither son nor daughter. And it came to pass, when he saw her, that he rent his clothes, and said, Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one of them that trouble me, for I have opened my mouth unto the Lord, and I cannot go back. And she said unto him, My father, if thou hast opened thy mouth unto the Lord, do to me according to that which hath proceeded out of thy mouth. Forasmuch as the Lord hath taken vengeance for thee of thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon. And she said unto her father, Let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains, and bewail my virginity, I and my fellows. And he said, Go. And he sent her away for 2 months, and she went with her companions, and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months, that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed, and she knew no man. And it was a custom in Israel, that the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughters of Jephthah the Gileadite 4 days in a year.
Chapter 12. The men of Ephraim called out their forces, crossed over to Zaphon, and said to Jephthah,
Why did you go to fight the Ammonites without calling us to go with you? We're going to burn down your house over your head.
Jephthah answered,
I and my people were engaged in a great struggle with the Ammonites, and although I called, you didn't save me out of their hands. When I saw that you wouldn't help, I took my life in my hands and crossed over to fight the Ammonites, and the Lord gave me the victory over them. Now why have you come up today to fight me?
Jephthah then called together the men of Gilead and fought against Ephraim. The Gileadites struck them down because the Ephraimites had said,
You Gileadites are renegades from Ephraim and Manasseh.
The Gileadites captured the fords of the Jordan leading to Ephraim, and whenever a survivor of Ephraim said,
Let me cross over.
the men of Gilead asked him,
Are you an Ephraimite?
if he replied,
No.
they said,
All right, say Shibboleth.
if he said,
Sibboleth.
because he could not pronounce the word correctly, they seized him and killed him at the fords of the Jordan. 42,000 Ephraimites were killed at that time. Jephthah led Israel 6 years. Then Jephthah the Gileadite died and was buried in a town in Gilead.
If our families were perfect, none of us would ever feel worthless or unloved. Our relationships with each other would bring joy and satisfaction, and we would experience intimacy with God. Unfortunately, we are all products of a fallen world. Pains from our past continue to bring a destructive element into present relationships. The intimacy and acceptance we crave slip away from us. So does God love us even when our own dysfunctions cause us to run from Him? In the story of Jephthah, God uses this man with a broken and a hurting past to illustrate what He will do to heal a broken and a pain-driven world. So what do you think Jephthah's relationship with his family had to do with his relationship with God? If God would help him in the battle, what did he vow to do? Well, we know that he vowed that he would sacrifice the very first thing that come out the door to meet him, and of course, it would be his daughter. What actually happens to his daughter? Tradition says that she is sacrificed as a burnt offering. However, the text doesn't tell us that. In Leviticus, a person is given a way out of a vow to the Lord. The vow could be bought, but the person would have to enter service. So, why would God allow a tradition to be built on a human sacrifice? Even after Jephthah gave his daughter away, he still did not get the approval he desired. This dysfunction causes them to miss the blessing of God. Our dysfunctions are unhealthy means of relating, including lack of communication, hidden sin, guilt, addictions, lack of intimacy, and withholding love. We all relate dysfunctionally to some extent. So the question of the day is, when has your dysfunction, and yes, we are all dysfunctional, caused you to miss the blessing that God may have for you? We want to thank you for visiting with us today. If you can, please subscribe to our channel below. Join us again every Sunday for Sunday school at 9:45, worship at 11 o'clock. We're at 1565 East Forest Avenue, Ypsilanti, Michigan. Hope to see you.